Hello friends, this is Coldrun. Welcome back to a blind playthrough of Elden Ring, where last time we were exploring the Altus Plateau, we did some Volcano Manor target task hits, and also we met Gold Mask and helped Corin unite with his now mentor, or person he just watches the finger of. And just as I was watching the last couple of videos, there were some notes that or just general thoughts or things that stuck out at me. And again, I'll timestamp it, so feel free to skip ahead to the new gameplay if you'd like. One is I noticed one of the items I got back early in the Altus Plateau was the Ruler's Mask. Where is this? Here we are. Image of a wizened sage, customary dress among lords in a smaller nation. This mask looks a lot like Lady Tanith. Not like Lady Tanith herself. I mean, it's a different mask, but that tells me that Lady Tanith is from the same group. Because there's all these masked... Yeah, I think Lady Tanith is from the same ruler mask. From the same... And I think same with probably Praetor Rykard. Like, a lot of the masks I'm seeing in here are that same sort of thing. So, yeah, I guess that whatever small nation that mask was drawn from is... Oh, sorry, table. Whatever small nation that mask is drawn from, yeah, that's where their like is. You know, that's where Volcano Manor hails from. Two interesting Bernal things. I looked back at my notes around back when he was Knight Bernal, and I mean, I guess I don't remember what he was dressed like, but I thought he was dressed differently. I could be wrong. I didn't actually look at the video. He might have been dressed the same. I thought he was just dressed as like a normal knight. But before, he said he had firm belief in the guidance of grace. And I don't necessarily think that's changed, because this time he said that he's a recusant in order to raise the flag of revolt against this sanctified pillaging. And I don't know what he means by that. What is the Erd-Tree doing that he thinks is going against grace or counts as sanctified pillaging? But it sounds like, I mean, it sounds like he's here like really disgusted that he has to take this action, but he sounds like he hasn't like necessarily gone against it, gone against the idea of like fighting for grace. Then there was that knight, that ghost knight who was over here. I don't know if he's a knight, but that ghost who was over here who was warning me about the great serpent. And the more I think about this, the more I read the dialogue or heard the dialogue again, I don't know who this is, but I think he's someone who is like a servant of Praetor Rykard, or former servant, and still likes him. Like, he's someone who's sad what happened and wants to help him. Like, almost like Castellan Jaren for Radahn. Like, wants to kill him for... Well, another thing that jumps, because he says, please kill the great serpent, the one that devoured Praetor Rykard. I left the serpent-slaying spear in the Lord's chamber. So that also tells me that I left the serpent-slaying spear in his chamber. I think this tells me that he probably tried to kill the serpent himself and failed. And the fact that he devoured Rykard, it's also possible that right now it's just like I think he's just talking more metaphorically, like... Or not metaphorically, but like I don't think he actually ate... I don't think Praetor Rykard's dead and now some snake is disguised as him. But I do think he probably took over his spirit or something. And I don't think it really clicked to me when I first read this, what I was seeing about the winged misbegotten ashes. Because that sentence that says the misbegotten are held to be a punishment for making contact with the crucible. I don't know what that means, but it gives me vibes of... there's two things that jump out at me. One is it could be that the crucible is something you're not supposed to make contact with because it's evil, because it's like blasphemous, or the other way around. It could be because it's too holy, like because it could be like a garden, like a Tower of Babel thing, like you shouldn't leave it alone. You're not supposed to think you could be worthy of touching the crucible. But I don't think that's the case. The fact that there are crucible knights here in Blasphemy Town makes me think that it's more likely that it's somewhere they're not supposed to be. Like, the source, maybe it's the fact that the crucible is the source of power makes me think makes me think that the Erdtree doesn't want you making contact with the crucible, because that might be one way to create a power comparable to them. So yeah, that's my best guess. Also, James Baker in the comments hinted, James Blake, the tennis player, Baker hinted in the comments that there might be someone else to talk to in Volcano Manor, which made me rethink Raya's comment last session, because Raya said something like, "Oh, I've heard skittering in the walls," and I mean, if there's skittering in the walls, then like I assume that just meant, look for hidden stuff, which I saw last time, but maybe it meant that there is now actually a person available I can talk to. But I will do a kind of a once more through Volcano Manor to see if there's anyone else that I missed talking to. Oh, Diallos is back. I thought you weren't here at the end of last time.
Ah, it's you, is it? I'm terribly sorry. But would you mind giving me some time to myself? I haven't achieved anything at all thus far. Even though I've dirtied my hands time and time again, I'm still yet to achieve anything. Perhaps I am a fool after all. No, it's worse than that. As things stand, I've given up on the path of revenge and sullied the name of my house. What an easy mark I must have been.
Yeah.
How did it take me so long to realize, honestly? There's just no end to my foolishness, is there?
Not really. Yeah, that seems... You were a pretty easy mark. On the other hand, I'm a pretty easy mark too, I guess. All you have to do is promise me a potential piece of loot or lore, and I'm like, yeah, I will kill God for you.
Perhaps I am a fool after all. No, it's worse than an easy mark.
Okay, yeah, so this is probably the... Actually, I was wrong. So this is probably the person that... So I do think Raya's remark with him was more likely just... Where is Raya? Let me rest up again and see if that changes anything, because this might be one of those situations. Raya's still gone.
It's just as my noble brother says. I'm a complete fool. I can't believe I thought I could become a champion.
So your noble brother is likely the guy I'm supposed to kill, right? Juno of House Hoslow? That you, or you? Juno is the one in the mountaintops, right? Yeah.
Perhaps I am a fool after all. No, it's worse than that. What an easy mark.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ! I don't have a fear of snakes. I want to reiterate that. Like, I don't mind saying when I have a fear of things. Like, I have a fear of roaches and centipedes, but like something about their design, maybe it's their little legs, or now that I know how extendable you are, just creeps me out. But okay, you might be you're kind of adorable. I kind of want to rub your belly a little bit.
Brave Tarnished, what is your business here? I'm afraid this is not a guest room. What's that peculiar look upon your face?
Are you Raya?
Goodness. Am I still a serpent?
God damn it.
Oh, how dreadful. How dreadful indeed. Oh, forgive my distress. I ought to be thanking you for treating me as usual, despite this appearance. Brave Tarnished, this is my true form. My real name is Zorayas. Please forgive the deception.
I forgive you.
Do
You're
understand?
adorable.
This duplicity is my own doing. Lady Tanith speaks no falsehoods. And the Volcano Manor is just as it seems.
Yeah? Nothing like a literal snake in disguise telling me everything is just as it seems. Don't worry about it. I still like you, Raya. Or, sorry, what did you say your name was again now? Zorayas.
Lady Tanith is my mother. I am told I was born by the grace of a glorious king. That my mother cherishes this form I inhabit.
Good. You should.
I am proud of what I am. But people are cruel. If they saw my true form, they wouldn't speak to me. And so I assume a guise when seeking new recruits, but you are not like the rest.
Okay. I am very interested in where this is going, because nothing she's saying is wrong. Like, a lot of the cultural mythologies around snakes, at least, you know, where I am, where I grew up, at least, you know, it's just snakes are evil, snake in the grass, snake, you know, snakes are deceptive, all that, you know, all that Garden of Eden, born stuff. But nothing about, I'm going to keep forgetting her name, nothing about Zorayas being a snake is inherently bad.
My serpentine form and the name Zorayas were secrets, known only to Lady Tanith and I. Now I share the secrets with you as well.
I appreciate the confidence.
Keep them safe from anyone else.
I will.
My serpent were secrets.
I will not out you.
Please keep them.
Okay, I am a fan of Zorayas. You know what? That was my prejudice talking. That was me, my anti-snake bias, initially being startled by her form. And the fact that I wasn't expecting to see a snake in a jacket. There's often some things that I will see in my life, strange things, but snakes wearing coats is not usually on that list. Hey, Ghost Snake Slayer is back.
Worthy tarnished. I left the serpent-slaying spear in the Lord's chamber. It is the only thing that can kill that horror. Run it through. The great serpent, that unspeakable monstrosity.
The serpent god is Riot, or I'm sorry, Zorayas' father, isn't it? That feels fairly likely. Interesting that I can't see your name here. Are your eyes like that ghost white thing, or are they like, do they have pupils? No, they don't.
Worthy, it is the run it.
Okay, by the way, I'm assuming that I'm currently assuming that I cannot access the Lord's Chamber. That'll happen when either just later in the game. Oh, look, you're back. And that explains some of your posture. You're not used to being a human. Or it's not a natural, comfortable position for you. Yeah, my guess currently is that I won't come across the Lord's Chamber for a while yet, until I complete, like, at least the Juno killing, maybe more, but, like, until I somehow meet with Rykard.
You're still well.
It's interesting that, because I keep resetting here just to see what changes.
Worthy it is the
And so Diallos keeps going out, presumably to try to kill more marks, but he doesn't sound like he's all that happy or successful right now.
Oh, it's you. Forgive me. My mind never ceases to churn of late. Well, I know I can trust you.
You can.
I saw something slithering in the pitch black of night. It entered the room next to this one and never came out. If I'm not mistaken, it took the form of a serpent, just like me. Does the Volcano Manor hide some secret that Lady Tanith has kept from me? I realize that I shouldn't impose, but if you discover anything, would you please share?
Happily. Tell her the dark side of Volcano. I am telling her. I would. It's funny. I turned around real quick on her, but like, I went from thinking she was shady as hell initially to immediately wanting to protect her and everything she stands for.
Really?
Tell her the
So
dark
that was
side.
a secret after all.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Prison.
Lady Tanith, my own mother, has deceived me.
She's sus.
Was I not born by the grace of a king?
Probably not. But that just shouldn't matter. Who cares who your dad was? Who cares if your dad was a soul-devouring serpent god?
Lady Tanith, was I not warned by the...
Let me talk to Lady Tanith.
If you follow this heroic, it cannot come.
Zorayas, this is not outing her because Tanith's mother already knows. It's just that if someone else asks, like, what's up with, something doesn't seem right with Raya, I'm gonna keep quiet about that.
Did you see her?
I did.
The girl, Raya, with her true face.
Oh, Zoraya. I gotcha.
Well, if
Zorayas.
she confided in you the name Zorayas,
Yes.
then perhaps it is not my place to speak. But as her adoptive mother, I ask of you, please be kind to her.
I will.
Look after young Zorayas. Her true visage belies the purity of her heart. Honestly, I hardly deserve the sweet child.
I believe you. I also believe that, gosh, look at her. The red flames here, everything guarded by a knight whose type I've killed a bunch, and who's been a real pain in the butt, who's killed me way more times than I've ever killed them, makes this seem like an evil spectacle, but it's really not. Like, there's nothing about this that's inherently evil. Like, I believe what she's doing. And some of the going after Round Table Hold is, like, they're going after enemy combatants. I hope I'm not drinking the burning magma volcano manor Kool-Aid, but I feel like I might be.
Please, her true
Zorayas' troubles.
She said that to you. I should have known something was wrong. The signs were clear enough. Well, Zorayas has placed her trust in you. All the more reason I must tell you that some things are better left unknown.
Oh, the king father thing.
Besides, no one should be blamed for their heritage.
100% agree.
Think about it. We are resisting the ways of the Erd Tree itself. What matters one's lineage in such a crisis?
I like you more and more.
Zorayas has placed her that some things are better left.
I like you, yeah, more and more and more. I'm so happy she's not just like, mwahaha, that fool Zorayas. She trusted in you. That's Gideon. I'm doing basically a Gideon impression without intending.
Lady Tanith, my own mother has deceived me. Was I not born by...
You are a precious little potato dumpling, and I would kill to protect your scaly innocence.
Lady Tanith, was I not born by the great...
Okay, I've rested a couple times just to double check if anything else has changed, and it seems like it has not.
Worthy it is.
So I'm going to continue on, I think. But mechanically, there is one more thing I want to test out a little bit, which is I want to try out Bloodblade, and I want to try out that serpent god sword a bit. So let me set that up. I mean, it's so low though. It's only plus 10. I'll try it a bit more, but it feels like I'm just really putting myself at a disadvantage by using this. But I still want to try it a bit anyway. Where is it? There. All right, so there's a couple of paths I can take here. Oh, where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? I kind of want to get this map. I think I'm going to go for this map next. I know there's a lot of stuff along the way, but I think I want to get the map. So let's go that way. I knew there was a connection between Patches and Volcano Manor. Patches... I guess I'm speaking a bit too soon. open from the side. I'm speaking a bit too soon, but when I last talked to Patches back in Liurnia, he was telling me, he tricked my ass. He was like, "Oh, just go to the open one of those lovely Iron Maidens. There's a secret one in the basement. Get yourself eaten by an Iron Maiden in the basement of the Academy of Raya Lucaria, and it'll spit you out at the base of the Erd Tree." And if you're being as kind and generous to his words as possible, like, I guess this is technically sort of close to the Erd Tree, but no, he didn't tell me he would spit me out in the torture chambers of Volcano Manor.
Well, you joined the manor, huh? I don't believe it. Didn't think you had it in you. And here I thought Raya was barking up the wrong tree. All good, though. We're on the same side now. We'll do good work together.
That's why you were trying to direct me to Raya too. Because you were like, by the way, that girl Raya over there, she might have something to say. Weird. Go talk to her. See what happens. Why not? So you were kind of on Volcano Manor's side this whole time.
Oh, and of course, we can do business if you like. Patches Emporium at the Volcano Manor. Especially for you.
Thank you. I'm honored. Purchase. Anything else here? Sacrificial twig for 5,000. I'm not done with Margit, so I mean, Margit's still out there, so I might... That's interesting. Is that the Elden ring etched onto this? Looks like it, that Venn diagram-y thing. About Patches.
Are you surprised that I belong to the Volcano Manor?
Not really.
I always hated the gibberish about lost grace and the laughable two fingers. I thought I could lend a hand in unmasking the charade. Not to mention, Tanith has always made me curious.
Ship it.
I guess her master must really be something, because she's pretty damn smug about it. Even after announcing her blasphemous ambitions, she still stands proud. I've never seen a woman quite like her.
I kind of do ship it. I was kidding at first. I might actually ship it. Okay. And it kind of lines up with...
Stingy little beggar. Try to find it in your heart next time, eh?
Okay, you know what?
Hello. What impeccable timing. This is for you. You're new here at the manor. But if you complete the request, you can improve your standing. Relax. We're old friends. Time's come to pass the torch, right? Go on, break a leg then.
Why is it letter to Patches and not letter from Patches? Are these requests that were made of... Are these requests from Tanith to these people and they're like outsourcing them to me? No, not Greathorn Tragoth. Found at the ruin-strewn precipice. Okay, this we can do. So we've seen Greathorn Tragoth before. He was one of the potential helpers back at against the magma worm Makar, I think.
Forgot something on your shopping list? No trouble to me.
No, I wanted to buy something, just anything from you, and Sacrificial Twig doesn't hurt, so there.
Cheers for that.
There. There, now I've made it up to you. Okay, wow. Every time I think I'm done, no, there's more stuff here. Who's here? Who else is gonna be here? Is like the ghost of Godric, the Grafted, gonna be like in the next room or something? So, but what I was saying before is that Patches in the past games has always been like his one characteristic that has really carried over, and he was especially strong in Dark Souls 3 and the Dark Souls 3 DLC. He was like one of the series' best characters there, really, in my opinion. Most interesting to me, at least. He's always been against hypocrisy, especially religious hypocrisy. And so, of course, he would be fighting for Team Volcano Manor against Team Erdtree. Of course he would.
If you follow, it cannot come.
A lot of Rayas, by the way. Not just Zorayas.
Was I not torn by the...
It probably is... This is probably coincidence. Like, I'm thinking of the Academy of Raya Lucaria. Now we got Raya / Zorayas. I think that's likely a coincidence, though, but in a game which has, like, Melina and Melania and Melania and Melina, like, I'm not putting it past the game to have some connection there, but I don't think there is one.
Hello again. Well,
Okay.
cheers for that.
Now we can actually try to... Oh my gosh. Alright, are you friend or foe? You're foe. Mount Gelmir. Yeah, again, this is going to be a limited stint on Mount Gelmir because I really want that. Bones. There's a lot of bodies there. Are you a giant? What are you? I want to see your face. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Okay, there's mannequins. I wasn't expecting mannequins. Okay. I'm a friggin' hedgehog. What the hell? Oh, no, you are a troll. Or a giant. No, you're not a giant. Giants are a very specific thing, but you are... I'm getting frenzied. Okay. That is not expected. I did not expect to see frenzy here. You don't look too happy about it either. Oh, this does give me the... Essentially gives me... Thank you. Appreciate that. It does basically give me the Reduvia Bloodblade effect on a sword. So that doesn't feel necessary then as a weapon. Oh, there was a slam down. I think I have to roll behind you. Yeah, so I don't have to, I think I just have to stay behind you. Yeah, you were not in good shape, my friend. Huh. Okay. We got a frenzying troll. That was the first troll we've ever seen that was kind of frenzying. Where are we looking here? Looking west. Yeah, I don't believe I'd seen a frenzy troll before. And what were mannequins doing here? Those are associated with the sorcerers. Volcanic stone. Smoldering rock containing hot gas. Yeah, Mount Gelmir. Gotcha. The trolls have not had a good time up here. One's been frenzied, one's roasting, hanging upside down. I guess just... They have pointy ears? Hard to tell. But someone's been toasting bodies over the campfire. Gotcha. Through and through, so an archery one. Powerful archery skill using a great bow held in an oblique stance. Ready it, twist the bowstring to fire a mighty great arrow that can penetrate through enemies. I am really interested to not necessarily play a Great Bow build, but see a Great Bow build at least. At some point, after I finish this. Golden Steed, lovely. So I saw, there was another mannequin here, one of those avian mannequins. Oh, and a bunch of regular mannequins, too. I can get up here. I was hoping I might find a scarab up here. And I just find a crap load of mannequins. How high can we keep going? How much higher? It seems like this is kind of it, but we might eventually be able to get up to... Oh, maybe this eventually, like, if we followed that road, it would connect up to here? So they might be guarding the way to Volcano Manor rather than somewhere else. 'Cause I only got here because Zorayas scouted me, or Zorayas scouted me. If you didn't do that quest line, I'll bet you could... This is how you probably get to Volcano Manor. Not more hands. No, don't swat me. Okay. Nope. Nope, stop it. Okay. Friggin' gross-ass hands. Not a fan. I'll have to watch for them to be, like, setting up traps. Again, they were associated with sorcerers. But I don't know what they're doing here. But beyond Zorayas, Raya, and Raya Lucaria, I don't see a connection. There's the map, but I'm still cautious. Is that a ghost? I think that's a ghost. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's mana up. Mount Gelmir. Yeah, so this uncovers the entirety of this area, at least. Oh, I was thinking for a second, like, is that... Because there's something that I haven't used in a while, what I haven't checked in a while, was the weathered note, I think it was? The weathered map, this thing. This is something that I still have. I haven't seen Amber Streaks of Light, but I want to check now that I have a couple of maps open. It's like a river leading east to a solid structure. Is this a burned Erd tree? Or a barn mine Erd tree? It might be. It's this. It's Lanedale. It's specifically like the entrance to Lanedale. That's what it's talking about. Okay, that's where the weathered map wants me to go. Mount Gelmir, which houses the Volcano Manor at its summit, is characterized by sheer cliffs and ominous skies. These qualities only became more pronounced after the shattering. So it wasn't caused by the shattering. It wasn't like this was a peaceful like, woody lake area. You are like a dead archer? Lord Rykard. This putrid field of death is what your blasphemy would bring, then I can no longer abide. No one can. Yeah, so as noble as their ideals seem to be against fighting the Erd Tree's potential tyranny, it does have some negative consequences, doesn't it? Road of Iniquity. Do I keep going? I don't think I do keep going just yet, at least. I think I'm going to stop in that area. And let me, because I do want to check out other stuff. I really did just want to get the map. What is that? Why is there a whirlpool there? What are you? You're a poison castle. Okay. Okay. Oh, and look, there's another map. But that's in Lanedale proper. Okay. All right, let's see if we can take care of Tragoth for right now. Let's try that. Oh, it's right here, aren't you? How am I in runes? I don't have that many, and I can always come back here. Yeah, sure, let's try it. Let's try, Reduvia for this. Reduvia is just my favorite weapon at this point. Right up there with the... It's my favorite ability, certainly. You do a butt slam. I am so unhappy that I have to fight you. Yeah, you can hurt, definitely, but you also get hurt. Yeah, you are a bad matchup for a light, like, dagger wielder. Rune Arc, okay. I know you were there at the... You were helping me out as we went, and now I feel a little bit bad. Not that bad, but a little bad. Bull Goat Helm. Armor... Yeah, we got the Bull Goat set. Is this going to, like, enhance butt attacks? Greathorn Tragoth's helm, adorned with a gold bull goat motif, provides high poise. Tragoth is a famed knight of assistance. Countless tarnished, facing adversity in the lands between, have survived thanks only to the great horned one's aid. You're like a sun bro, basically. You just go and you help out other people, and boy, okay, well, that feels... We're down this path, and there's no turning back, but it doesn't feel great. That feels bad. Here you go, Patches.
Hello again. Welcome.
Request is done.
Hunted down Tragoth? Are you certain? No, it's quite all right. Fine work indeed. I'll give Tanith the news. Have some rest, by all means.
Are you not happy? Were you hoping I would turn the request down? Because Tragoth is not someone that you'd be necessarily against. He wasn't like an evil cleric. He was just a helpful little guy. Big guy.
If you follow it cannot come at...
Alright, let's rest and see where that takes us.
If you follow it cannot come...
No. Maybe there's no immediate outcome. Maybe I just have to do a bunch of them and something will happen.
Hello again.
What about my reward? Yeah.
Sharper than you seem, aren't you? I was just holding on to it for you, you know. Here you go. The reward for hunting Tragoth. All yours.
Thank you. Magma whip candlestick.
Stingy little bit. Try to find it in your...
Oh, bite me, dude. This is... I already fell for that once. It is a whip, which requires more faith than we have, or are going to get. The ritual implement is a three-pronged candlestick with solid flames formed in the magma of Mount Gelmir. When wielded as a weapon, the flames become supple whips of lava. That sounds awesome. Sea of magma. Swing of molten whip overhead to temporarily cover the surrounding area in a sea of magma. Hold to continue swinging the whip.
Forgot something. No.
All right. I think that's going to be it for me for today. Thank you for watching. Next time, I am going to continue... Oh, I continue nothing. I'm going to head back to... Let's see. I think I already did the Perfumer's Ruins and Unsightly Catacombs. I feel like I'm okay on this area. Gosh, this puts all that into context, doesn't it? The Sage's... This was the lake. Right. This is kind of its own thing. Abductor Virgin was here, and these were like the Inquisition areas. No, this was the Inquisition area. I wonder if Prison Town will connect up with this. It has to. It has to. I'm sitting here just getting kind of overwhelmed with everything that's available to me in this whole area. And so I think I think the absolute next thing I will do is continue to head up this way a little bit to to the old Altus tunnel. I think that's the next thing I'm going to look at. I will, because I've been up this way, I'll kind of explore along the road here, and I'll check out the old Altus tunnel. Yeah, so see you next time. Bye-bye.